Hey everybody, it's Ryan from the Sachem Public Library Studio Department, here with another Audacity tutorial lesson. In this video we'll be going over how to do a basic mix of an instrumental track. I have a short 1-minute rock track, so let's just take a listen and see what we can do to make it sound better. Alright, so that's the 1-minute track that we'll be working with. So let's get started. So let's start building our mix from the drum set up. You don't have to do it this way, but this is just the way I like to do it. So let's go ahead and open up our mixer board by going to View up top and then Mixer board. It will bring up this window, and if we listen back, you can see the levels. So we're going to go ahead and mute the guitars and the bass. We're going to listen to the drums. So my goal right now is to make the drums sound as best as they could. They already sound really good thanks to the drum program I used, but let's go ahead and try to make them sound better. We're going to go ahead into the kick, and we're going to select that. Go to Effect up top, go to Bass and Treble, and we're going to give it some bottom end, like 4 dB. Let's listen back. So by adding treble, it'll give it a more clicky attack to the kick drum. If you don't want that, or you think it has enough, just leave it at 0. This, I guess I'll put it around 2 or 3. Hit apply. So now I got some bass for the low end of the kick drum, as well as some treble to hear some of the attack. Okay, now we're going to go to the snare drum. For this, I'm going to hit solo. Make sure you hit select as well. We're going to play back. Okay, just added a little bit of bass and treble for that. And then we're going to go to reverb. We'll do something like 45% of a room size. I don't want it too big. Okay, then you hit preview. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. So let's listen to what we got. I'm going to unsolo that, listen back. I'm sorry, let me mute those guitars. Bass. Okay, so we can keep going with the drums. Let's hear what the overheads are doing. We'll hit solo. Okay, so for that, we'll go to the bass and treble again. Start playback. By default, you have to hit select over there. And then let's unsolo that. And then let's solo the room mic. Okay, Okay, I'm not going to do too much to that room mic. I think it's already adding a cool effect. So once again, we're going to go to the mixer board. And then we're going to make sure that this is unsoloed. And then we have our guitars muted. Listen back. Pull down the gain. Okay, so that's it for the drums. Essentially, all I did was just add the bass and treble to the individual drum shells, and we added some reverb onto the snare, and we blended in the room mic. Moving on to the bass. Okay, for the bass, let's select it, hit solo, listen back. Okay, so that was a third-party plugin from Audio Assault, the HQ2. You can go ahead and Google that if you're interested. It's pretty affordable. Moving on to a compressor. I'm going to add another third-party compressor. You can use Audacity's here and mess around with the settings. But for this, I'm just going to use something I have. I'm going to go to the Red 3. Okay, so with the Red 3, let's go ahead and listen back. So what I'm doing is looking at the gain reduction. I'm trying to keep it in this range of -3, -5. So we're just going to listen back. Turning down the gain. Actually like it there. I'm going to hit play. And we're going to fade it into the song on solo. With the guitars, I have 2 tracks, so I'm going to create a stereo image. I'm going to go ahead and pan one of the tracks all the way to the left and the other to the right. That way, when the guitars are playing back, it'll bring out the differences in the 2 parts. Also, if you wanted to add some reverb on the guitar or delay or anything like that, feel free to do so. I'll add a little on both. Select one right here. Effect. I'm just going to go use their reverb. So with the reverb setting, I'm going to bump it up to something like 50. We're going to hit preview. All right, let's hit OK. I'm going to do the same for guitar 1. Select, effect, reverb. Okay. So now if we listen back, Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and that you enjoyed it. Have a good day.